Welcome back, guys, to Weebs Closet. My name is Nekko.
My name is Mike.
Jake. So fast.
Today we're watching Ice Queendom, episode 7, Where You Belong. Chester Bennington. All right. Last episode we had.
Oh, that was what you were talking about when you said Lincoln Park. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
okay.
Where You Belong. Yeah. We had the yellow horse. Yes, yellow horse. We had that. And
True.
Jaune found it, which I don't understand why he found it, but he found it. Somebody in the comment section was speculating that anybody that finds the knights, it's people that Weiss has some sort of problem with, and or not problem, but they don't view them as anything good or whatever, and that's why they believe that Jaune is actually the person that they
the
serves
thing
that
belongs
horse.
to. Yeah.
Because
I don't know. To me, it sounds like it could go both ways, right? It could just be like, it could very well be like whoever gets it is somebody that has had a meaningful moment with Weiss, in a sense. Meaningful can be both ways, right? It could be both a positive experience or a negative experience. It could go both ways, but it was meaningful enough for Weiss to remember, or like to I guess manifest a piece on,
Yeah, and
Something
although
like
I can understand that ideology, I obviously have problems because I've seen the shows multiple times. So I just don't understand why they're not a rook instead of a knight. That's one of my biggest pet peeve. But at the same time, I mean,
but Knights was the piece that they got in the original, right?
Yeah, but rooks are Juniper's team, right? So hence why I'm saying, if it was meant for Jaune, why not a rook?
Mm-hmm. It's so crazy because that was such a small moment in Vanilla RWBY where,
and for some reason it got brought in here as a big icon.
yeah. So I don't know. I have nothing to say about that because I don't know. It's important. The pieces themselves are important, but I don't know if the shape of them is important yet. We still have to figure that out.
What else happened besides the attack on Weiss?
Attack on Weiss. So we're fighting Weiss Titans in this one, I guess.
Yeah. And
No. I think we're fighting. No. We're just fighting Weiss because Weiss was like.
No, yeah.
Time
That's
to
right.
put everyone in their place, and then
that's where the last one kind of left off on a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where she's gonna lay her judgment on.
Okay, no, yeah, I'm excited for this one.
And last episode, we kind of tried to point it out, but at the same time, we failed to point it out. But last episode did not have any single 3D moment in their fights, which was why we were talking about 3D on the episode before that and whatever. So it was pretty cool. I hope that they keep it for here.
Maybe it's just this anime is just one of those projects where
They're testing things out.
Different teams are working on different episodes.
It could be.
It's still an overall team that's managing the whole project. Hence that's why we're still seeing a consistent style, right? In their animation. But maybe on that episode it was another team's turn to maybe explore a couple things, and then maybe they were kind of delving into 3D, and then that's kind of why they didn't look as good, or I don't know. It could very well be something like that.
Makes all the sense in the world to me. So I mean, I don't know much about how studios run, but I do believe that it's not gonna be the same team constantly doing every single episode, because they will not be able to finish an episode in time. So I can definitely see that. Okay. All right, we're ready.
Yes.
Alrighty, guys. Check our Twitch, Twitter, and Patreon. We got Vanilla RWBY over there, 1 week early access. Right now, I think the one that's airing would be episode 4? No, episode 3. Episode 4 is on Patreon, so by all means, jump over there and check it out. Volume 6. Let me specify that. I didn't specify that. But nonetheless, and people over there in Fullmetal Weebs, they get shout outs, and those people are Sarak, Mariah E, Harafane, Andrew, Reinar, No Consequence, Jade Boyd, Frothy, Urzu89, Darren, Heidi Litke, King Mr. Mew, Rocket Science Sucks, JT, Faye, Ivan Salazar, Strontium, TDWP Freak 6325, Derek Hines, Rene Sevillano, Invented, Skylar Cavins, Jackson Raymond, White Glen 209, Sophie, Fontai Steel, Hard Steel, Lachlan Bond, Jason S, Ellie Lute, Kelsey Tokunaga, Whisper Evil 228, Chris Juhas, David Sazar, Hunter Chiles, RC, Jenna Murdoch, Michael Wolf, Tara Fan, Remy Pond, Super Man, Nico G, Maji Micah, and Spade S. Woo!
You did that was good. That was a speed run right there.
Oh my god! I had to like I got hit by red shells in that one. Let's just say it like that. But thank you guys over there in Patreon. Thank you guys over there in YouTube. By all means, keep liking, commenting, and subscribing. And let's get this bad boy started now. Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Why was these two attacking them?
Because they're not in the... I don't know. Fuck, there's something going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There's still a ton that I don't really understand about the dream world. I think it has to do with Weiss's subconscious.
Maybe because Jaune didn't have Pyrrha go full-on activist. Because maybe he riled Nora and Ran. He riled them up, and then they started going, Revolution! And then they went haywire. Big Nicholas!
Yeah, and then we had this giant General Grievous attacking.
Damn, that's a big boy. You think?
This is gonna turn into Shadow of the Colossus. Do you think that's more of a moment for Yang than it is for RWBY?
Yes, because that's one of Weiss's complaints towards Yang.
Yeah. Holy shit! What the fuck is going on? Whoa!
Oh
what
shit!
The fuck? Holy shit!
Okay.
Send reinforcements.
Smart move by Jaune right there.
I think he's the only one that decided to call it out like that. Like, let's deal with it.
I mean, he would sort of kind of be the only one to do that. Truth be told.
And it's not necessarily because he's the weakest, but rather like...
No,
he
RWBY
doesn't have the recklessness to try that.
Team RWBY has been, like... They're the most stubborn. Like, they will fucking brute force something if they have to. Like, Jaune is smart enough to be like, shit, you know, I think I might need some help, you know?
I guess you're right. I can see RWBY being like, oh shit, like being down on their knees almost. It's like, we should have asked for help.
For the most part, throughout the entirety of OG RWBY, like they've been super stubborn about things. Like they've been like, we push through and we do it.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately they always have somebody coming out at the last second to save their asses.
Which is true. But that doesn't take away from the fact that they have been fucking.
They only get lucky, if anything.
Exactly. Yeah. Like they really need to slow down, take it easy.
If you cannot do something in there, I'll do something out here. Just stab her through the heart. Just kill her. I thought he blew them up. I guess he just make them small again. Damn.
Oh, okay.
That was trippy.
I like how RWBY's like, no bullshit anymore. Like, let's just go and do this.
I like that all their eyes like have that second like inner line. It's supposed to be the iris, but it's weird that it has colors throughout both sides, anyways.
Yeah, that's a.
So your shaft thing.
That's a shaft thing.
Maybe now.
He tried. Oh shit. Go. Could you like destroy the door? Oh wow. Put it in reverse, Terry.
You better hurry.
Will the White Fang show up?
Oh, that's...
Ooh.
The sword.
So he came back to play. Nice.
Oh, Ruby has it too.
She did
from
get
when she
cut
got
in
cut.
the last one. Yeah.
From when she got cut. Oh shit.
So what if they destroy it in this dream? Does she get rid of it, or does it transfer to
I
her
think
actual
if you
body?
get like cut, I guess they just switch bodies throughout the dream.
I think it would be really interesting to see it on the other way around.
Kind of sucks that Yang is the one that we've seen the least of.
Gonna need something bigger than that. Oh, maybe a big sword.
Like somebody that's yellow.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
Focus.
Do you think she moved fast or?
Nah, I think she
God dang it.
went through the...
I thought she used her semblance to get away.
俺だ、ルビー、ヤンとブレイクは。
ワイスの力でどこかに消えちゃった。
じゃあ二人を探そう。
お願いね。私あそこに戻る。
とにかく作戦を立て直そう。
シリーズ？ここ列車？
ああ、何が起こったか話すから。
Could it be that the sword for some reason is emanating something that's not allowing them to get close to the train?
Maybe. I don't know what it would be though.
Kind of like the anti-allergy symptoms that Johnny's having.
We don't even really know where the sword came from, because everybody got their own weapons. I mean, even Jaune got his own weapon, but he also got an extra sword.
で、あれがあるおかげでナイトメアが入ってこないらしい。
Okay, so yeah.
先生の言ってた免疫ってやつ
The
かな。
sword has the immunity.
大切だから守ってたんだよ。ただ閉じ込めるんじゃなく、子供の頃の気持ちのまま大人にはなれないだろう。甘いもの食べるとか、自由に遊ぶとか。
ワイスのためになるなんて私が勝手に思ってただけで。チームジュニパーはすごいね。仲間のことちゃんと心配して思いやって助けてあげられて。
I guess because they're able to like talk about their own feelings without any kind of problem, unlike here.
ピュラはジョーンのこと気づいたのに私何にも気づけなかった。チームルビーなんて
Damn.
恥ずかしい。
ルビー、ルビー。
ごめんねワイス。ごめんね。
That thing's spreading hella fast.
帝国に入っちゃいけない人をここに閉じ込めてるんだ。
入っちゃいけない人って私のようなファウナスとかブレイク。ここがワイスの中での私の居場所。
Damn. That's where they're gonna get the black relic then.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
What, do you think they got an hour to finish it up?
Not sure.
誠の眠り。
Maybe more like a minute. Okay, I'm glad it's not ending.
私だけ？
What the fuck just happened? Oh wait, no, could it be a dream inside a dream?
Yep.
Yeah, because Ruby's infected now.
Yeah.
目が覚めましたのね。ワイス、ワイス、目が覚めたんだ。ええ、ルビー、あなたのおかげ。あなたは私の最高のお友達で、素晴らしいリーダーです。
It's so eerie
Yeah, it
and
is.
like empty.
Oh, this is such a like Evangelion
Yeah,
like
Neon Genesis.
congratulations! Yeah.
Oh my god.
That has to be what it's inspired by. Yeah, it's so
Like
I
tell
would-
you, congratulations!
I would start slicing. I'm not gonna lie. I would not trust that. I would just start slicing people up.
Well, it's like in a dream. You don't know you're in a dream, you know? It's Inception all over again.
Oh fuck!
Whoa.
That is creepy as fuck.
Ugh. I got chilly willies. Oh no. Stop. Oh.
That's how it ended, bro.
Wow, that was a strong ending right there.
No, at like now I can see this going a little bit farther.
Yeah, this is good. I was honestly kind of on the negative side the entire episode because the dream is just so convoluted. Like the rules of the dreams are so convoluted. We don't understand everything. They haven't explained everything. Weiss is like
honestly, like in a sense makes sense because like a dream it's a unlawful place if you want to put it that way. Like dreams never really have any consistent rules on them. At least that's how I think about it.
No,
like,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But like, how good is that going to work for a story? You know.
I think like it kind of plays well with Weiss. Like Weiss has always been somebody that likes to maintain control over everything, over her life, her choices, So I guess her dream interpretation, like, you know, like in order for her to do that, she has to lock the things that are, I guess, getting in the way of that. So, you know, Team RWBY gets in the way of that because, you know, Ruby's chaotic as shit. And, you know, her childlike self gets in the way of that. Because it's like, you know, it's childish, it's irresponsible, you know. And I can see it. I can see it kind of working. Like it's not like it's something that Weiss is fighting for. More, I think it's like something Weiss is fighting against. That just goes to show how deeply rooted her family issues are.
Mm-hmm.
Where like it's like you have shown me a new side of myself that I never knew, but it's not enough for me to just let go of my family thing. And that is still very much present in OG RWBY from where we are at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one thing that like she left, and spoilers for anybody that isn't caught up with our RWBY reactions, right? But up until where we are, like we're getting to volume 7 now, right? Like
Yeah.
So up until volume 6, the biggest choice that Weiss has made is leaving the house. Like she's like, I'm done. Like I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. And she like, you know, and you can see the sense of freedom that she got from it. She's like, oh my god, like this is fucking great. For RWBY to be like, hey, so we kind of need to go back. So so for her to like be like, oh shit, you know, not like I did, like if I would have left, I would never had to deal with the repercussions of my actions, but now you're asking me to go back and now I have to deal with my dad being a bitch on me. So yeah, no, like I think it rings true with everything that has happened so far. Is just that conflict, that family conflict that Weiss has is just so deeply rooted into her that it's part of her. And trying to like remove that equation is essentially like removing Weiss herself. And so that's why I think Weiss would see it as a big threat that all these things that make Weiss are being let loose or like, you know, let go or however you want to put it. I think it like maybe the rules of the dream are complicated to understand. Yes, I will agree to that, but I think there is enough information for us to kind of determine why is it behaving the way that it is behaving, right?
It's still like there are just a few things that are lost on me, because you said that like Weiss threw these characters into the dream with how she perceived them. So she threw Jaune in with his sword, and then a sword that he couldn't wield because she doesn't see him as like a worthy person.
Granted,
so
I think I'm wrong on that one. I was wrong.
I was about to say I think the sword is the immunity that the professor was talking about.
Oh, it is. They made that clear in this episode.
Right, but I don't think that Weiss willed Jaune to have a big sword like that because of anything other than I think it's just a separate reaction. Like the big sword is just a manifestation of like Jaune's like immunity. Therefore, like that's why they can't get in. But that's not something that that Weiss did manifested for Jaune. I think it was just something that was manifested as a counter action against the dream itself.
Okay, so the sword exists because Jaune already went through this.
In a sense, yes. That's how it looks like.
Because when you said that Weiss supplied him with the sword, it goes back to me and Nekko. We're watching JoJo Part 3 right now, and Dio's throwing all these stand users at our cast, but like Jotaro and the crew are just taking these guys out and stacking up their squad with these stand users now, and it's like, you're just stacking up my squad right now. Why is Weiss trying to kill me and supplied me with the weapon to take out the Grim, you know?
I was entirely wrong. But it was because like I was taking the words that the girl said at the beginning to heart, or like as the thing, and they said, oh, probably Weiss sees him as somebody that cannot wield the giant sword, so hence why he brought it in. But in reality,
because like because I was supposed to say, like he had that sword, the big ass immunity sword, and his sword and shield.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, like it shows to you that he still has his original weapon. So it's not like the big sword was a
Weiss manifested
wisely like a Weiss perception on Jaune's sword and shield combo.
Because if that was the case, then some other characters will have two weapons at the same time too.
It seems like we're losing Weiss more and more each episode. The not compassion, but like any little percentage of Weiss is diminishing as the Grim gets stronger. But my big question is like, who do we save first now? Like, because if let's say Ruby's our POV character, her perception of what's going on is going to be completely different from, say, if Yang jumped into her dream and tried to save her. Right? Because she would kind of be like the villain. Like, RWBY would be the villain because she's like in a dream within a dream now. So do we save RWBY first, or do we save Weiss? And now we have, because if we're eventually gonna have two characters with immunity now, which I think is gonna be really cool.
Yeah, but and if you're saying, like you said, POV, if we save Weiss now, we won't get to see it because now we're inside RWBY's head. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, she comes back and says, oh, everything's good. Okay, well, that sucks. I didn't do anything for this team, I guess. Deuces. She walks away out of the school. She leaves a failure, and that's it.
I think personally, what we're gonna be seeing is, if anything, we are going to see Blake and Yang get the final relic, while Jaune
helps out.
Comes in and then saves RWBY from her little mini dream inside of a dream. It's either that, or Jaune wakes RWBY up. She's still inflicted with the Grim. They meet up with Blake and Yang. They save Weiss, and then when they get out of the dream, now RWBY's falling into it, and now they have to basically do the entire thing over with Weiss coming in and saving RWBY, to kind of just wrap it up nicely in a little bow. I think that's how it's gonna end. I have a feeling that it's gonna be like that.
Like there's only 4 episodes left. That's a lot for 4 episodes.
It'll take
because it's taken this one like 5 episodes already.
So there's 4 episodes left, right? It'll take 2 episodes to get rid of to conclude Weiss, and then the last 2 episodes it'll be like you know,
Speed
doing
run.
the last minute heist, trying to like save Ruby.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool, and I want the show to speed up. I'm excited because I don't know what's gonna happen now. I'll say that. Like, who are we gonna spend in whose mind? Like, where are we gonna spend our time? I think that's really interesting. And it was kind of a turn I didn't expect because we just learned in this episode that Ruby's infected, and then at the end of the episode, she's no longer in Weiss's dream. She's in her own dream now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I find it very ironic in a good sense that it is Blake's piece that will ultimately open it one last time, and that time will probably be the time that it gets solved.
She gets to change her, like she was saying.
Like it's like one of those things where like it was Blake that saved you ultimately.
Yeah.
You know? So far I think that it's been a very entertaining very entertaining anime so far.
I've been loving it. Like again, would I regard it high? Nah, probably not. But it's definitely, I love it. It's more RWBY content for me. I enjoy RWBY. But yeah, so there's a lot of cool things in here that I am glad that we got to see.
Yeah. Agreed.
Let's jump into the next one.
All right.
If there was a next one, maybe next time.
Well, next week, yeah.
Fuck. Alrighty, guys. Hope you enjoyed.
Yep.
Goodbye.
And we'll see you in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed another Weebs Closet reaction. A special thanks to our Patreons. We appreciate your support to keep this channel going. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. See you in the next one.